What's going on, everyone? Anthony Murphy from Pucks on Deck here. Wanted to make a quick video. Rule 5 deadline came past. Pirates were actually very busy with it. They added six names: Esteban Valdez, Brandon Benoit, Antoine Kelly, Wilbur Dotel, Jack Brannigan, Tyler Samaniego. Made some other roster moves as well, including a couple DFAs, but really wanted to kind of lean into the prospects that the Pirates added. They wanted to do some videos like this. Figured the Rule 5 is a good time to start with it. Get a little bit of clips, a little bit of highlights is some video I've taken over the course of the season. Give you some thoughts, insights, and stuff like that, just on their seasons and maybe like a quick 2026 outlook if I feel like they might be able to contribute at any point during the major league season. As always, if you want to follow along, we cover the Pirates daily, features, recaps, all that kind of stuff. Bucks on Deck, Substack, subscribe. Esteban Valdez always seemed like the most obvious choice to be added to the 40-man roster, even if his profile isn't something that you would think gets selected in the Rule 5 as a right-handed corner bat. He's probably a first baseman long term, has made some improvements in the outfield, but still kind of long term, you're thinking maybe a first baseman. But other than that, the power always been legit. Hit 26 home runs this past season between Greensboro and Altoona. He had eight more in the Arizona Fall League. I think what it comes down to with Valdez is the contact rates. The contact rates improved this year. They actually improved in Altoona compared to Greensboro, even though he wasn't hitting home runs at the same rate that he did initially. But it's just a professional at bat now. Much more consistent with making contact. Is able to take walks. Just a solid, becoming a more solid, well-rounded hitter, which was always going to be the key for him. And really wouldn't surprise me if he made his major league debut at some point as early as midseason. Maybe later seasons more realistic, but the Pirates needed power, and he has that in spades. Brandon Boudoir, one of six Pirates to be added to the 40-man roster before the Rule 5 deadline. Stuff has never really been a concern for him. It's been more of a matter of staying healthy and throwing strikes. Still a little bit of a control issue, but the stuff undeniable at this point. A little bit unorthodox as a reliever. Goes four pitch mix: fastball, slider, curve, and changeup. The changeup actually had a whiff rate of over 70% in AAA with Indianapolis. Struck out 69 batters in 61 innings pitched this past year. 8-0, seven saves, had a sub one ERA. Won the Kent Tekove Reliever of the Year award for the Pirates organization. Just should factor in the bullpen picture, especially now that he's on the 40-man roster. Pirates need a couple extra relievers. He should be able to provide that. Uh, the key for him is just how much strikes is he going to throw. Still, walk rate has been consistently over 10% in the minor leagues, but the stuff is nasty. Maybe someone with the major league staff can work with him to keep the pitches in the strike zone more. But as you can see here, the stuff is nasty. The stuff is can be unhittable at some time. He actually went an entire month without allowing a hit. So definitely an interesting ad and someone who could contribute to the major league team early in 2026. Kelly was one of my favorite pitchers in the system. this past season, had a chance to see him while he was in Greensboro. Actually, that's where I found out that he was hitting triple digits at that point. Struck out 116 batters in 107 and third innings pitched, posted a 3.02 ERA, split between Greensboro and Altoona. Stuff really took a huge step forward for him this season. Like I said, topping 100 miles an hour on multiple occasions, sat in the upper 90s. He was listed at 5'10", which now come to find out he actually grew a couple inches on there. He's so right now it's out from the Baseball America report, he's probably about 6'1", 230, 240 pounds. Added weight there helped with the fastball velocity, helped him sit higher. They also said he scrapped his cutter, so it's just a fastball, slider, changeup. The changeup has a chance to be a plus pitch. Needs a little bit more consistency out of the slider if he's going to want to remain a starter. But a very exciting arm in the Pirates system that has plenty of options. He kind of emerged and he's put himself into where with the if he takes another step forward, I do believe he can get some top 100 consideration just because the fastball grades out so well, and he does have the changeup. Slider takes a nice step forward. He's definitely someone who can help the big league rotation at some point in his major league career, or be a trade piece, or even shift to the bullpen and be some sort of a late inning reliever. Maybe one of the more interesting additions to the 40-man roster, Jack Brannigan was a former two-way player at Notre Dame, pitched a little bit. He was actually announced when the Pirates drafted him as a two-way player, but he hasn't pitched. He's focused mainly on hitting. I think the thing that stands out the most about Brannigan is the defense. Obviously, with the pitching background, has a very strong throwing arm, can play shortstop, can play third, both at a really high level. I think that's probably what made the difference for him as far as getting added to the 40-man roster. Um, Based off the fact the Pirates don't have many options at shortstop. Right now, the only one that you kind of feel comfortable with at long term or over an extended period of time is Sung Jae Chang. Brannigan gives him another option there. Has some power. I would say his outside of the defense, speed is probably his better the tools. We'll see how that if that changes at all after missing a chunk of time with an injury. But he's someone the Pirates are clearly high on and think that he can help out soon, since they added him to the 40-man roster and didn't want to risk losing him to another team. Another name you kind of expected to get added to the 40-man was Wilbert Hotel, pitched the entire season in Altoona. There's actually no pitcher in the minor leagues for the Pirates that had more innings pitched or strikeouts than Hotel. Um, the biggest change for him this year was going from like a more natural changeup to a splitter, and the splitter actually graded out as one of the better of all splitters, based on Baseball America's Stuff Plus metric. Doesn't get quite as much swing as a miss you would think out of the kind of stuff that he has. The fastball can reach triple digits. Good shape on it. Uh, the slider needs some work. Almost in this same kind of build as Antoine Kelly. But he's another power arm that the Pirates have that you figure either could work in as maybe like a trade chip to get some offensive help or even help out in the bullpen. Kelly and Dotel kind of seem like guys that project better in the bullpen, and that he can probably pitch at some point this season. This one was probably the biggest shocker as it come to who the Pirates added to the 40-man roster. Tyler Samaniego was a former 15th round pick in 2021 out of South Alabama. Had a really good start to his pro career, kind of got hampered by injuries and kind of stalled out in double A. The Pirates obviously like the arm. As you can see in the video here, he actually strikes out Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal in the same inning, two of the top prospects in all of baseball. Good lefty with extension. Fastball actually got up to 97 in this game. So maybe not someone that you have to protect, but it's obviously someone that the Pirates really liked and think that they could help soon, especially seeing as they don't have many left-handed options on the 40-man roster right now. And that's it for my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Bucks on Deck to get your daily Pirates minor league updates.